Alright. Alright, so I basically had to delete. So thank God it has the automatically delete of specific saves. And that's due to the cloud. So whatever was in the cloud, I downloaded from the cloud by individual slaves. So I was able to backtrack to the last mission before I took on that mission. So the only bad part is now I have to redo that mission again. Now I don't even know if that's 100% the case. Um, Supply drop. Was it supply drop? Kill machines. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go and do this again. I'll go to the location again before I do Bullmark. And hopefully, thankfully, hopefully, I'm able to do it this time. If I'm unable to do it this time, if I'm unable to do it, I'll just forget it. I won't waste any time. I will direct Guerrilla Games to the YouTube channel that shows what the issue is. So I reload it, like automatically, you know it's a reload from an older mission, because once you press the continue button it should continue from your last save. And the last time I pressed the continue button from the last video, it took me to a completely different area. So I had to re-download certain things. So let's try again. We'll destroy the enemies in this area. And this time, I'm not going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off very hard mode. And I'm putting it on easy, or even story. I'm going to put it on story mode, just so I can get by it real quick. If it's even present there. If it's not present there, I'm going to be really pissed off. But not so pissed off that I care. An additional 2 points is not that necessary for the type of build I'm going for. I don't need a last 2 points. I'm just hoping that other quest missions won't be the same. So that's not going to be fun if I end up in the same scenario. But I doubt it. This is the first major bug I've seen. So let's see what happens. I'm supposed to show up here. I'm supposed to kill machines. And hopefully there are machines to kill. Because the bull mark was already complete. You understand? Or should I say I understand to myself. The bull mark was done. The bull mark was done. So now I have to redo the bull mark again. But this character is still here. There's nothing here. Jesus Christ. Follow tracks. Kill machines. So that's not a track. And this person, Latay. Does it say I'm supposed to follow Latay? Find Latay. I found her. Examine supplies. Such. I did. Search for tracks. Did follow tracks. And now kill machines. But there's no machines here. So it's broken. This is a fully broken mission within the game. And I'm kind of disappointed and pissed off in regards to that. That's not fully that's pointless. So it's really not cool that that part of the game wasn't set up right. So now I gotta do this all over again. I already talked to Kotallo before. I swear to God, if I have to fight that trauma test all over again. 'Cause that wasn't fun. To beat that trauma test on hard mode. Actually, today I might actually email them. If not today, tomorrow I'll email them. Or I send it to the bug support team. And you know, I'm pretty sure that they're probably not going to think it's that big a deal, but here's the thing: if you want people to enjoy and love your game and give it high praise, ignoring the people who are telling you, hey man, this is broken and that's not working and this is not working, not a good idea at all.
Wings holding up.
The guard said you've been scurrying.
Can't believe I'm doing this shit again. That really pisses me off, man, because my PlayStation has slept for like a good 6 hours before I started up again. That means it was cooled off. So I know it doesn't have has something to do with the system itself. That mission is simply broken.
What in the name of the ton have you been up to?
Chakotay said he wouldn't send his challengers as long as they're safe behind the bulwark, right?
Don't remind me.
So?
Oh my god. So I do have to fight the Tremor Tusk again. This is not gonna be good. I died like twice to the 2 or 3 times to that thing. I don't feel like dying anymore to that thing. Oh man. Alright, Jesus. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, see, this is the type of shit that pisses you off. Like, really pisses you off. But you know what? It's fine. It is the first major bug I've seen in the game. That's actually broken. The first broken thing I've seen in the game so far. And I'm more than 25% past the game. And this is the first major bug. Little minor stuff, that's not important. But this is the first major one. So, once I start scoring this game, it'll get one, I wouldn't say a full major point off, because if a game has a lot of bugs that are major points, then it would simply be going all the way down to like 4 or 3. Yeah, so definitely have to play that mission again. Sound there for a while. Can't believe I gotta fight that Tremor Tusk again. But I gotta do it again. Because I deleted the saves and I went back to the cloud to load it. And I really don't feel like shut this video off once again. Or maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should just. But then again, see. Yeah, I'll do the Tremor Tusk again. Screw it. The operating system of the save in this game might have just overridden the last thing I was doing. So I'll have to do it again. Damn it, man.
We take it down.
Did you hit your head on the way down here?
I'm serious. There's something from the old world stuck in there, and it has a power cell. I could blow it up if I just penetrate the first layer of rock and metal.
Even if what you're saying is true, it would take a cannon to do that.
You're right. And you said the rebels were stripping them off machines back in the valley. Come on.
No. I'm not getting dragged further into this madness.
Hekarro ordered you to help me. You gonna defy him like that arrogant shit up there?
That was an unkind comparison.
The rebels might have made camp northeast of here.
And then what? The two of us go up against all of them?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, you may lack sense. But you don't lack courage.
So, back there with Dakota, it seemed like there's bad blood between you two.
There is. If we make it through this plan of yours, perhaps I'll tell you.
I'll hold you to that. Snow crunch under my boots. The rebels just got a lot more.
You wanted your cannon, and that thing has him. This won't be easy to take down, especially with this.
I'll handle the big guy. You focus on the others.
I'll follow you in.
Maybe I should see if there's anything I can use to take that thing down. Machine's heavy weapon.
Soon we march.
That could be useful.
The Sky Clan will fall.
The marshals are dead. Regalla will lead us to
Okay,
victory.
here we go then.
Fight with honor!
Ah! Ah! How?
Cowards and snakes. I shall rid this land of you all.
You coming with me?
We can get this done. What? You can't kill a one-armed soldier?
We hunt, we find her, we kill her.
I think we can get her.
Think, where would you hide?
Stop distracting me! They're here! Honor is stuck!
mind.
You must think we're gonna get careless. I got tracks, but nothing that looks right. I'm ready for you.
Can you see any escape routes? I'm still a marshal, and will die a marshal!
They're exposed! It's over, cowards!
Now this'll do some damage.
There you are!
For the fallen marshals!
Taking my shot!
Damn. All out.
have to finish them! I will not fall to you! We can't finish this if you
Much
die!
better.
There!
Now you face the truth enough!
This shot's for Regala!
Let's teach them respect! You're on target! For Regala! Go, Current, and fight me! They're in there! Shoot! You as good as they say. For the rebellion! Crash them down! Outlander! Targets! There! Ah! Where have they gone? On me! Outlander!
I'm not giving up.
Nail them!
Got 'em all. So, about that cannon. I'm not looking forward to hauling this all the way to the bulwark.
Here. I may be maimed, but I've still got a strong back. After you.
You see, and that was on very hard. I didn't want to do this mission all over again. Pissed me off that the game actually broken at one of the missions, so I had to download everything from the cloud, do this all over again. I died twice to this guy before, but then I learned that the secret to taking down strong, no matter how powerful machines are, even on the hardest mode. Well, this isn't the hardest mode, but this is, I have to unlock this mode to unlock the hardest mode, which is extreme. The secret is the weapon, the sharpshooter weapons, the piercing sharpshooter weapon, and cleaving sharpshooter. What they do is they consolidate at least four rounds into one round and attach an explosion onto those rounds. So it's like 4 rounds with an explosion all at the same time. So when she take a knee and she aims, it's basically throwing one of these explosive rounds, but with also high puncture rounds at the same time. So that's how you got to do it when it comes to fighting enemies in either extreme or very hard. Take your shot, wait for your opportunity, and then that's how you do it. Now you could go in guns blazing and melee, but that's how you die a lot. Unless you know that the enemy's health is low, then you go in guns blazing and do melee on them. But if you want to play it safe, my suggestion is to use sharpshooter bow when it comes to taking down large machines. Specifically sharpshooter bow with explosive arrows. For smaller enemies, you require smaller bows, and for hunting animals and stuff, smaller bows as well. But for taking down large machines, spike throwers and explosive arrows and explosive bombs. You'll use up a lot of your inventory, but it's well worth it. And also this, you use this as well, the rope caster, for subduing speedy enemies or enemies that are so big, well, mostly for subduing speedy enemies. It didn't work that much in this mission. I wanted to see, but the main thing is to have 2 explosive arrow types, or 1 explosive arrow type, and 1 blast sling type, and then 1 standard arrow. I have 2 explosive arrow types here, but 1 standard arrow, 1 blast arrow type. Basically, I had nothing but blast bombs on me. Blast throwers, javelin that had blast on it, arrows that have blast on it, and blast here. So blast is the quickest way to knock out a portion of their health, and with puncture arrows, piercing arrows, it deals even more damage to health. So those are the ones you will go for. You take a knee, you wait for your shot, you let it ride, and then you do it 4 times. Then that big enemy, no matter how big they are, will go down with 4 shots. Well, actually more like, I would say 10 shots of the heavy duty of explosive round. 10 shots to a very large enemy, and they'll go down. Using that knee technique, 10 shots using knee. If you're just using explosive arrows itself, what I did is I layered him with a lot of frost, which damaged his health, and I layered him with some explosive bombs, and I did a explosive using the cleaver sharpshooter as well as use up both explosive using this. So I use up a lot of explosive on this creature. So basically, if you were just going to use the cleaver itself, it would take you probably 10 explosive from explosive arrows, but I did more than that. So I think I didn't have a max out of, yeah, it might actually take more than 10 take a knee moments to actually take this thing down. But I believe since I took less than 10 take a knees, I took probably like 6 take a knees, and then everything else was shock and then throwing javelins, I think. Yeah, so it wasn't that difficult, and I didn't die because I have this uniform on as well. Otherwise I would have died. This is the uniform I'm wearing. So range damage from explosives is at 40. The puncture from range damage is at 40. So I took a lot of damage from range damage, whether by rocks or by explosions, but not so much that would take so much of my health that it's down to like 25%. It was always at 30% regardless, because I have this range at puncture, which is 40%, and melee, which is 30%. So even though I took melee damage, it wasn't that significant. So the very rare to knock a skirmisher is good. And I switched to the Whisperer because I was planning on doing silent killings. Unfortunately, that didn't turn out the way that I wanted to. I wanted to kill every enemy in the area, and didn't work my way on the Tremor Tusk by putting an adhesive acid bomb, advanced adhesive acid bomb behind him. So when he's spinning around after the first explosion, the acid would corrode him, and then I could layer him with some frost, and then finish him with with 5 take a knees rather than 10 take a knees. So that was my plan. It didn't go the way I wanted to, but yeah, it's not as strong as the Thunderjaw, which is a level 47 Apex Predator. I think this enemy was a level 30 Tremor Tusk on very hard. So even though it was level 30, actually maybe it wasn't even a level 30, I didn't look at it before, it might have been level 20 something, but even if it was level 25 or 26 or something like that, or 24, it still is on very hard mode, so that level is doubled. So if it was level 24, it was actually level 27 Tremor Tusk. If it was level 30 Tremor Tusk, it was actually a level 32 Tremor Tusk, or 33, so on and so forth. So it was still a little stronger than me, so I'm not sweating it. So that's how you beat that thing. in safe mode. That's the safest way to beat it. If you want to go melee guns blazing and just do melee slashes after putting down traps, you could do that, but I don't recommend it unless you actually unlock certain valve surges to allow you to do melee strikes and build up valve surges to do critical hits when you aim your arrow. Once those valve surge and weak points are present, if you don't have that, then if you haven't had that unlock yet, then stick to the whole arrow. This is a hybrid build, and the hybrid build constitutes that I'm going to be doing combination of both hunter, warrior, survivor, and infiltrator. Those are the main ones for a hybrid. The hybrid build I'm going for doesn't predominantly depend on machine master or trapper. They only require them as distractions, not as finishers. So these two are going to be my distractions, while my hybrid of both hunter, survivor, infiltrator, and warrior are going to be maxed out. So that's my hybrid build. Originally it was hunter, survivor, and warrior, but then I realized you get more points and bonus damage points for doing infiltrator, so that is something that's necessary towards a stealth build. But since this is a combination of both arrow, stealth, and warrior, the basic standard for a hybrid build, a hybrid tank if you want to call it that, because that's what I'm going to call it, a hybrid tank build, is to make sure this is tanky for taking lots of damage from enemies. Infiltrator does a lot of damage towards stealth kills. This just makes you tanky, so you could take a lot of damage as well and remove a lot of status effects. And this is also doing high DPS, so not only are you taking lots of damage, you're also dealing out lots of damage as a hunter as well. That's why it's a hybrid. It's a combination of being a tanky as well as being a high damage DPS warrior. So it's a combination of two things: tank, high damage DPS using both damage and stealth as well as damage in firing arrows. So two tanky here for defense, survivor, and warrior. One tanky here for executing long range hits and infiltrator executions. Of course, this is also an offensive, not just a defensive. So you could play either way. These two could be your two offensive, and these two could be your two defensive. Less being able to see, more being able to stealth kills. You could call it stealth killing and doing damage so no one can see you or hear you, or damage towards enemies. A part of a defensive. So these you could constitute are your two defensive, and these are my two DPS, hunter and warrior. So either way, no matter how you say it, if you say hunter and infiltrator, your two DPS, or you say warrior is my defense and survivor is my defense, it doesn't matter. It's warrior, hunter, survivor, and infiltrator is my hybrid build. That's what I'm going for. Machine master will be at 25% and trapper will be at 50%. So that's the hybrid I'm going for. I could keep trapper at 25%, and I could keep machine master at also 25%, but I want a little bit more trapping status buildup of acid or other type of elemental effects on the enemies. So I want to keep that as high as possible, but not too high that it becomes dominant. So that's the whole point. I can also keep a machine master at 50, but the whole point of this is to focus on these four first before any other ones. I only decided to give more points to trapper because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure under trapper all the first ones are unlocked and these side two ones are unlocked, and I'm going to stop here. So these two, 1, 2, and 3, that's where I'm going to stop. And the remaining ones at the bottom are not going to be unlocked. So it's going to be at the halfway mark. So no valve surge will be unlocked for trap specialists. That will stay the way it is. The only thing are going to be locked are this last one right here, less damage taken from my own explosions, which are helpful, and then these two right here. There's these two: quick trip caster throwing down, and more effect of rope casting, because I'm going to need it for when I'm fighting enemies that are flying a lot. So that's it. So once those three are done, the remaining points, once the remaining points of those ones of Trapper is done, because I'm going to finish Trapper up and keep that as 50. I can now focus on unlocking the first 25%, which is the first top portions and mid portions of this, not the lower portions. But what I mean by 25% is the first 25%, and then not completely halfway, because this will be the halfway mark. Everything unlock here. I mean, everything unlock here, and then 2 side ones, but not everything in the center. So it'll be everyone in this circular diamond shape, and possibly one here, or then this one, and then this one. But it will never fully be 50% unlocked. That means this, out of these 4 diamonds, 2 of them are going to be unlocked. Yeah, I'm not going to unlock any of these unless they're necessary. Repair damage over, yeah, so that's not necessary, and this won't be necessary. The ones that are going to be unlocked are the side ones. This diamond here in the center is going to be stay the same, and this diamond here in the center will be stay the same. So that will stay at 25%. And this one, first diamond is unlocked, and then this whole big section right here will be unlocked, but this last diamond won't be. So this will be at 50, and this will be at 25, and this will be maxed out. Infiltrator will be maxed out, Survivor will be maxed out, Warrior will be maxed out, and Hunter will be maxed out. So yeah, the only ones that are going to be 50 and 25 are Trapper and Machine Master. So that's my tanky hybrid build. I'm only going to depend on 4 things to be maxed out to be a hybrid, and somewhat assistance for Trapper and Machine Master to help along the way, but not fully. As you can see, you don't really need Machine Master in order to beat stuff like Thunderjaws or Tremortusk. You just need high damage DPS and high defense to keep yourself alive. A hybrid between both DPS and defense. Of course, Valor Surge is good, but to be honest with you, you won't really need to use Valor Surge unless it's necessary. It's a necessary thing to pull off when you're in a circumstance that essential for you to have additional damage. Basically to give more enjoyment and fun towards the game itself. But it's not really necessary. I never even used the Valor Surge for fighting the Tremortusk, or maybe I did and I just didn't remember, or didn't know that I did, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't use it at all. I was planning on using it. I double checked it to see if I could use it at necessary, but as you can see, you don't need Valor Surge to take down that Tremortusk, even on very hard mode. In fact, you probably don't need Valor Surge for a lot of enemies, except maybe the final 2 bosses of the game. And I'm just spitballing here. Maybe the final 3 bosses of the game you might need Valor Surge. But I'm just spitballing. You probably don't even need it for the final 3. You probably only need Valor Surge for the last 2 enemies. So Valor Surge seems to be necessary, but it seems to be something to help you towards quicker kills rather than long drawn out fights. That's all my takeaway with regards to that system. It's fun, and it boosts your damage and make the fight shorter rather than painfully long. So this fight could have been ended like probably 10 minutes ago if I Valor Surged up twice. But that's it. That's that mission. Now I could go back to where I was doing before. I won't do that broken mission. I'll do... Okay, so I still have to finish it up. Okay. Well, after that, I'll complete the number 18. And... yeah, I won't do supply depot. Or supply drops. That's broken. Supply drops is broken. And I'll do well, I'll do pitmaster stuff, so I'm very interested in learning more combos. It says they're all level 1, so that means I believe this might be another bug in the game, or maybe, yeah, I believe it might be another bug in the game, because they can't all be level 1s. There are different areas in the world, and every training hunting ground is supposed to be a little bit stronger than the next. So that's another bug in the game, but it doesn't take away from the fact of you executing certain things. Every game have bugs, every game, so it's not like something that's new. Every game now has bugs. If it were back in the days when analog exists, that wouldn't have been a problem. I'm not looking forward to doing Machine Rider again. It's the least interesting thing, racing and then hitting enemies for just 2 points. I did it already, and it's kind of annoying, and I don't really want to do it. I mean, it's fun, and I beat them after 2 tries, 2 fails, and the third one I beat. But it's not that interesting. I mean, it's fun as a pastime, and you get 2 points from it. But like I said, the maxed out points, Machine Master won't be maxed out, and Trapper won't be maxed out. So I'm not worried about getting points from certain missions at all, and that's one of the ones I won't get missions from, points from. So that's it. I'll go keep playing.
Here it is.
Seems quieter when it snows.
But you don't just need a cannon. You need a miracle.
Coming right up.
Well, go on. No sense dragging this out.
Okay. Gotta blast away some rocks so I can expose the power cell. It's working!
Things exploding. This isn't gonna work.
Well, isn't this impressive?
Two children playing siege. I hope they haven't hurt the Bulwark's feelings. Come now, stop embarrassing yourselves. And leave this poor mountain alone.
This is your last chance, Chakotay. You can still answer Hikaru's call.
This is your last chance. You have it backwards. Leave this place, Savage, now. And take this cripple with you. Done?
Can't hide behind the wall anymore, Chakotay. Now you have to join Hikaru.
Never. Never. We will rebuild it. Immediately.
You are not safe. The Bulwark couldn't protect you from a single cannon, let alone an army of machines. The only pathway to safety is to unite against Regalla with your chief. You decreed that no challengers would be sent, while the clan remained safe behind the Bulwark. So send them now. Unless your word means nothing.
Send them.
I didn't hear you.
Send the challengers.
I look forward to seeing the Sky Clan's colors in the arena.
Nicely done, Marshal. What's gonna happen to this place?
They'll have to live without their wall. But that's better than living apart from the tribe, as pawns in Chakotay's foolish schemes. If you want to check up on them, talk to Jera, the chaplain of the clan. If anyone needs help up there, she'll know.
Yeah, maybe I will.
I'll take my leave then. I need to report to Hikaru.
I'll see you at the culvert.
Good. We may need another miracle there as well.
Maybe I should go up there, see if everyone's all right. And find this chaplain, Garah. Might also be a good idea to resupply before I head back out.
May your blade be bright. The Ten guide you.
You're brave to show your face.
Can you fell Regalla's?
The Outlander has shown us.
join the coven.
My brother will make it.
You shouldn't be jumping around here.
Oh, the famous... Nora, let's have a trip.
Oh, come on! You can do better than that! You heard him. Move it.
What did I was saying? What was I saying? I think I might head over to the hunting grounds later.
You're brave to show your face.
Could you imagine down one of those tremor tests?
Can you fell regardless?
She who shakes the mountain returns.
You're brave to show your face.
Have a word with this old
May honor guide you.
Do you not know how to count?
I've been thinking. I'm going to petition to join the Chief's Guard.
What brought this on?
Sure proved Dakota wrong.
The Outlander has
Were her feet
If we want to reclaim our honor, then we must go in back.
Outlander, I have just the things you need.
Counting the rebel gear. He's the one.
Are you sure I can't tempt you?
what? But he
When
served
decisions
those
needed.
soldiers for years.
You made it, you actually. Show respect, Outlander.
Hey, stranger.
If we want to
Are you
reclaim
looking to
our
trade?
honor, then we must do so in...
You might as well look the part.
Of the United Tribe.
May your enemies fall. This'll break my fall.
There walks the Outlander who embarrassed Dakota.
Outlander. Will you trade with the Tanakh? You know my stock.
Can you
Return
fell
when you need
Regala
it.
as easily as the Bulwark, Outlander?
Come, trade. Follow through.
When a decision was needed,
You need that, I'm sure of it.
Watch your step, Outlander. Really? There's nothing you want.
Can you fell Regala as easily as do you need?
The bulwark, Outlander.
Can you fell Regala?
Come, Huntress. You and I should speak.
The squabbles must stop if the Tenakth are to reunite.
Are you Chaplain Jera? Kotallo said I should talk to you, to see if you need help.
Bold move, Wallbreaker, burying Tekote's pride beneath the bulwark's rubble.
I was just...
At ease. Many in the clan agree with you, and Marshal Kotallo was right to send you to me. There is something you can help with. A few of our soldiers followed him to the embassy at Barren Light, against Tekote's orders.
Right. I remember Kotallo showed up last, with only a few representatives from the Sky Clan.
When those soldiers returned home, Tekote reassigned them to an old watchtower, one we had abandoned to the machines. He insisted that with war brewing it must be reclaimed, but those soldiers are serving no one out there. If, however, they were to return by request of Hakaro's champion, Tekote wouldn't have the backing to deny them, especially when their chaplain supports their return.
Tell a few soldiers to come home and give Tekote another black eye? Sounds easy enough.
Go to the cold rushes along... The watchtower stands beside the falls.
Fell Regala as easily as the... Bulwark, Outlander.
The Outlander.
Swift victory, my friend. You up for a game of strike later? Okay. But you should know.
May your enemies fall. May your blade be bright. There walks the Outlander who embarrasses Kote.
If we want to reclaim our honor, then we must do so in battle with Kala.
You made it through it. Well,
Good day.
I guess Tekote should choose his
I
words.
wonder how
more
much snow is gonna
carefully.
pile up.
Guess Tekote should choose his words more carefully.
The commander doesn't want you in his quarters. Leave.
May your blade. You're brave to show your face.
The Outlander.
We forgot the lessons of the Ten. It is action that wins honor.
May your...
Honor and
A
strength.
lesson.
Be guided by the Ten.
Where's the respect?
You do me honor with your return.
Your blade be bright.
A lesson has been taught. From the rubble of the bulwark to the
Honor and strength.
This area's off limits, Outlander.
Can I ask what you're arguing about?
Oh, Sariva won't let it rest. She insists our comrade Farika flew on the wings of the Ten. But I say, hanging on to a Stormbird for dear life isn't the same.
A Tenakth rode a Stormbird?
She went up in the air. But rode is a strong word.
Ha! You admit it.
You're talking about her like she's no longer around.
She's not. After she grabbed onto the machine, it flew off with her to that mountaintop.
The Stormbird still circles the peak, but we never saw Farika again.
It's sad. What a way to go.
I'll say. A shame no one can reach that mountaintop. She was a great soldier with armor to match, and it serves no one lying up there.
I'm a pretty good climber.
No doubt, but unless you want to try what Farika did, there's no realistic way to get up there.
For now.
I don't care what you say.
She flew. Were you there?
I saw it all in the distance.
She fought well, I will give you that.
She fought well? Ha! She was the first of her kind.
What's going on here?
The Wallbreaker. Jekka's brother here went off to get himself killed.
He'll finish the climb. I know it.
Not likely.
My brother Pento left to climb the March of the Ten, to get his soldier's mark. They were supposed to be done by now, but he's not back yet.
Jekka! Lataka! To your training, now!
Your brother should have stuck to his cleaning duties.
Would you mind checking up on the march? If I leave, my squad leader will kick my ass. And I don't want anyone thinking I'm worried about my brother making the climb. Because I'm not.
I get it.
You can't miss the path markers. They're by the waterfall west of here.
If I head that way, I'll see what's going on.
Thank you.
No slacking, soldier!
I'm coming. I'm coming. Kato, you better stay safe.
Aren't you supposed to be on guard duty?
Is this a training pit?
It is. Sounds like you've been to one of the other clan's capitals. I'm Arayo. My brother Varrock and I run this training pit. We watched you bring down the bulwark. Made our day to see our arrogant commander so furious. Anyway, if you've been to another clan's training pit, then you must know the drill. Same rules apply here. You can train or take on a challenge. Only your spear and a practice bow are allowed in the pit. Complete all of our challenges, and you can spar with us.
And when I beat you, I'll earn a mark?
If. And yes, a token of victory to present to the Enduring.
Who is this Enduring, exactly? All I've heard is that they're the best trainer amongst the Tenakth.
Earn 3 marks. Then you'll see.
She felt that!
Has been taught. From the battle of the Bulwark will grow the united tribes.
My strength is yours.
Got to land a hit!
Honor and strength. Guess Takode should choose his words most carefully.
Good fighting. You did well.
That's it for now.
Come back when you want to train more. Until then.
Outlander, will you trade today?
Be guided by the ten.
There she is! You back for some training?
Okay, that's all for now, I think.
Good luck out there.